Hi guys, Kevin here. Today I'm going to grab some salad greens from the garden and then I'm going to use the greens to make a French bistro classic called Frisée au Lardons. It's a terrific salad and it has a poached egg on top. Alright, here we are in the teeny tiny herb garden and here is the Frisée. And I'm going to grab a couple of good-sized handfuls because this salad will be for both me and Mr. Fox. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to pull up one of these plants. Easy. Now, if you don't have Frisée in your garden, I'm sure you can find it at places like Whole Foods or maybe even your local farm stand. If you do have it in your garden, you'll need to wash it, and I wash it this way. Okay, first, separate the stems from the root, and then, if any of the tops don't look terribly good, if they have any brown spots, just cut those out. And then, take a big bowl of cold water, drop the leaves in, swish them about, and then let them dry on a terry towel. Let me move this a little closer for you so you can see. And then you can block them like this, or you can even just roll up the towel this way. And just set this aside and let the leaves dry. And while the leaves are drying, prepare the lardons. So what I have here are a couple of strips of thick cut bacon. You could use pancetta if you prefer. And I did freeze the bacon just to make it easy to cut crosswise into, 1/4 inch slices. And that's what lardon is, or are. It's plural. You just don't pronounce the S at the end. It is finely sliced pork. And I'm making this salad for just me and Mr. Fox, so I really only needed a couple of handfuls of the Frisée. Although the entire head I pulled up from the garden is probably enough to feed an army. So this is about 3 ounces of bacon right here. And then we're going to saute this. So what I have here is a non-stick skillet set over a medium flame. You don't have to use non-stick, use whatever skillet you have. In go the lardons. And I'm going to saute these just until they turn lightly brown and begin to crisp. I don't want them too crispy. They should have a little chew to them. So I'll come back when they're ready. Okay, the lardons are done. So just let them sit in the pan with the heat off, of course. And then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, for the next step, we're going to poach some eggs. So bring a couple of inches of water to a simmer in a large skillet. Now, I already made a video called Perfect Poached Eggs, and I'll link that up above. But just in case you don't feel like watching it, I'll do the same steps right now, very quickly. To make perfect poached eggs, you need an egg piercing gadget or a push pin. And then you take the egg and you want to pierce the broad end like this. Actually, I better do it down here. There. So I have a little hole, but the shell did not crack. And then put the egg into some hot tap water. Not boiling water, just hot tap water. Here I'll do another egg very quickly. Now you can get one of these piercing gadgets on Amazon. They're like $3. And into the water it goes. I'm going to let this sit in the hot water just until my skillet of water comes to the simmer. By piercing the eggs and putting them in hot tap water, the whites of the eggs tend to firm up a little. This way, when you crack the eggs or drop them into the skillet, the yolk won't stay here and the whites go somewhere else. The egg will hold together. It will hold its shape. Okay, my water has come to a simmer. So now, rather than cracking the egg directly into the skillet, crack it into a little custard cup. Yeah, making sure that you don't break the yolk. And I'm going to do each egg in a custard cup just to save time. Voila! Okay, we're back at the skillet. And to help the eggs coagulate quickly, you add just a tiny amount, maybe a teaspoon, of white vinegar or whatever vinegar you happen to have. And then, see how this works? Gently slide the egg into the water, and you see the yolk and the white held together. And what I do is spoon some of the hot or simmering water over the yolk just to help the eggs set very quickly. And you absolutely do not want to overcook poached eggs. The yolk should definitely be runny. If you don't like runny yolks, don't make poached eggs. Okay, and these will be cooked to my liking in about 3 minutes, so I'll come back. Actually, these only took maximum 2 minutes to do. So then fish out the egg with a slotted spoon and put it on a paper towel lined plate. I hope I'm talking loudly enough. Can you hear me? Get up there, you. Use a different spatula. I think I'll use this clever gadget. Yep. And there we are, 2 beautifully poached eggs. Now we're going to make some Dijon Vinaigrette. Alright, so into a smallish bowl, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. Here we go. And then 2 teaspoons of red wine vinegar. You could use sherry vinegar if you like. And then we need some garlic. Now you could use a half teaspoon of grated fresh garlic, or you could use just a little pinch of garlic paste. Bloop. There you go. This stuff is really convenient, folks. And then we need olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and a whisk. Where is my whisk? Right here. I'm going to whisk this together. And then, because we want this to be a thick dressing, I'm going to add the olive oil while whisking. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, put the bowl over a pan, over a saucepan. This way, when you're whisking, the bowl won't be spinning around and driving you crazy. So we're going to add 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, but we're going to add it by droplets at first. Let me move you really close so you can see how this emulsifies. It's probably too close, but too bad. Just a drop at first, no more. Another little drop. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Another droplet. And then, once you see that the sauce is thickening, you can add the remaining olive oil in a steady stream. And again, you want a total of like 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Sorry about the sound of metal on glass, but cannot be avoided. I think I need 1 more tablespoon of olive oil. Yeah, this is very thick. Perfectly emulsified. We're done. Take that back. We're not done. We need to add a pinch of salt, preferably sea salt. I'm using kosher salt, and a few grinds of black pepper. And just whisk that in quickly. Done. And here's how to assemble the salad. So take a nice handful of the frisée and tear it into, oh, I'd say slightly larger than bite-sized pieces. And since 2 of us will be eating, I'm doing 2 handfuls of frisée. And then I'm going to give these a toss. So they're nicely slick with the dressing. Smells great. And then, actually I made enough dressing for 4 servings, and Mr. Fox and I are big eaters, so I'm going to add some more frisée. Toss. Yeah, this is a fun salad to do, even though it does take a number of steps to do it properly. Now you could assemble the salad on a plate, although I think a shallow bowl works very well. And take some of the frisée, throw it into the bowl. And then knead the poached egg, center it over the frisée, garnish the egg with some black pepper, yum, and then sprinkle some of the bacon lardons around the egg. This actually makes a nice first course or even main course. And then for a finishing touch, I toasted some thin slices of a baguette. In other words, I made croutons. I'm going to put 3 croutons in the bowl, and this is what we have. Taste test. Bottoms up. The smoky bacon with the earthy frisée and the Dijon mustard vinaigrette is really something. Terrific. And of course, we cannot forget about the poached egg. Here it is. Look at that runny yolk. Ah, gorgeous gold. Another bite. If you're using the croutons, you can dip the crouton into the yolk. And that is how you make Frisée au Lardon. If you don't have Frisée in your garden, again, you can buy it, well, you can probably buy it in any supermarket. Definitely Whole Foods would have it. And what else did I want to say? Oh yes, a good wine pairing would be ice cold Sancerre or Pinot Grigio or Sauvignon Blanc. Thank you for joining me today. Please like this video and please subscribe and tap the little bell icon to receive notifications. And I will see you very soon with another delicious recipe. Bye for now.